What part does the physical brain take in the process of abstract thinking? If some people can think and work on other planes without their body, why do most people need a physical brain to think with? Bertram Keightley's response to this question, published in the Vahan in 1897. Let us first recall to mind some of the facts about man. Taking the average human being of today, we know that in him the highest level of activity, and that in most cases a mere flutter, scarce deserving the name of activity, is the causal body. Within that there is indeed the ray, the spark derived from the third outpouring of the divine life, but in the majority this is so latent as yet, so nearly a mere potentiality of the distant future, that it has no practical bearing upon the question in hand. The causal body then is the highest seat of activity in man at present. And what is the history of this causal body? Whence has it come? Of what is it formed? The causal body is the ultimate product of the second life wave, of that portion of the divine life, that we call the monic essence, which, pouring outwards plane after plane, is the form en solar in all the kingdoms. Pouring downwards, this life at last becomes the monic essence of the mineral kingdom on the physical plane. In that condition, its activity affects only the matter of the physical plane, and expresses itself only as change of arrangement among physical particles. Here is the turning point. In the next stage, still on the physical plane, the vegetable kingdom, this monic essence has not only rendered the physical particles more ductile and plastic to its sway, but its activity has begun to affect in a small degree the grosser kinds of astral matter, and so doing, the essence becomes able to express the first faint beginnings of a new range of those potentialities which are latent within it, viz. those of sensation. For in the higher levels of the vegetable kingdom, we find the evolving essence unfolding the power of sensation, as for instance in the sensitive plant. In the animal kingdom the evolving essence affects, by its activity, the matter of the astral plane to a far greater extent, and sensation of all kinds becomes the characteristic feature of all animal life. And just as in the topmost levels of the vegetable world, the evolving essence beginning to affect astral matter, foreshadows the life of sensation, so in the higher kinds of animals the monic essence begins to affect the matter of the mental or marsic plane, and the first faint dawn of mental activity or thought begins to show itself. Finally, a stage higher, the evolving essence attracts to itself the ray of the third great life wave, of which it now becomes the vehicle, gathering round itself the matter of the third or upper level of the marsic plane to form the causal body of man. But it must be remembered that all these four stages of mineral, vegetable, animal, and man belong, properly speaking, to the physical plane, and though, step by step, the activity of the unfolding essence affects the matter of higher planes, yet the whole series belongs, strictly speaking, to the evolution of the monic essence upon the physical plane. That is to say, the physical plane is, so to speak, the primary theatre or field of display upon which the evolving essence is unfolding and expressing its latent capacities. For it is obvious that when we speak of the animal as exhibiting the life of sensation, and man the life of the mind, we mean that the life of sensation or mind is being expressed through gross matter and upon the physical plane, and that we are not speaking of the life of sensation or mind as it is in itself, on its own plane, and expressed through its own specially appropriate kind of matter. To find that, we should have, it seems probable, to look on to the evolution upon globes F and G, the astral and devachaic globes of our chain. On the former of these, the basis of evolution being the astral plane, and the lowest body an astral body, we should have the life of sensation, pure and simple, as the medium through which the evolving essence was learning to express its gradually unfolding potentialities, and similarly for the mental life on the devachaic globe G. We see then that the meaning of evolution upon a physical globe, like our Earth, is that the evolving essence is there learning to express more and more of its inherent, though latent, capabilities by means of, and through, physical matter, arranged in an appropriate manner to form nervous system, brain, etc. Hence the answer to the question is this. The physical brain takes no part in thinking at all, whether abstract or not. It is the evolving essence which thinks, i.e., which, unfolding its power of acting upon marsic matter, sets up therein that activity which is thought. But the law of physical evolution is, that the unfolding essence must ever strive to express itself through and in physical matter. Hence, under its impulsion, the brain, a special arrangement of specially selected physical particles, is formed as the instrument through which its marsic activity or mental life can find expression on this plane.